Maybe the best or worst headline I have ever read.
Do we need a drum roll?
From The Guardian. Harvard hired a researcher to uncover its ties to slavery.
And what happened?
He says,
what happened, Jasiri? Did he find what he was hired to find? Did he do a good job? Did he do a good job?
The suspense.
He said the results.
Did he do a good job?
Did he get promotion? Like,
yeah. Did it work out? What happened?
The results cost him his job.
Why?
Quote,
Wait, why? Why?
hold on, breathe, deep breaths.
We found too many slaves.
Too many slaves.
Oh my god.
How many slaves was you expecting to find? Was there a quota? Like, if you find 5, all right, that's fine. 10, okay.
It was like 3 to possible.
We
like
found
over under.
too many slaves. It's nuts.
Too many slaves.
Because when we say we built this, we meant we built this.
Cellini met with the finance director for the president's office, Patricia Harrington, this past fall. Harrington wouldn't give him a clear answer about his funding request, telling him, quote, Unfortunately,
you found too many.
Unfortunately, you keep finding more slaves. Bitch, that's my job. What? My job is to find slaves. What are you doing?
I just want to say, like, for the record,
He said,
this sounds crazy.
He said, quote, every new person is a source of guilt and shame for Harvard. That's your fault.
Yeah, like,
He's not enslaving them. He's finding them.
Boom! Ooh, got your ass.
I said I'm never coming back again. Next I stepped away from the mirror. I got my mind made up now, cause I can see the future much clearer.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. We already knew this. Oh, but let me break some of this stuff down. So in essence, it was like they found like 900 slaves, okay? And they found like 500 living descendants of those slaves. And I think they wanted to shut it down because like, I think it was one of those things that they were like, if we had slaves, we'll give them some type of reparations. It's like, wait, whoa, we got to stop. Too much. Listen, here's some of the things that we should talk about. One, this myth that slavery was always in the South. It's the South. It was the South. All that existed in the South. Harvard's in Boston. And Boston is racist as a mother. Okay? And that's not the South. Okay? So let's stop it, The other thing, slavery is like linked to like over 100 universities in the U.S., okay? Because you got to remember, like, there were colleges during slavery. The colleges that aren't as linked to slavery were really made in Jim Crow. But the racism with Jim Crow was definitely linked to those colleges. So that's the other thing. Here's another thing. Harvard is supposed to be the creme de la creme, the best and brightest minds of America. And they couldn't figure out the history of their own school, which is common sense and common knowledge. The White House was built by slaves. Why do you think Harvard wasn't? That's what you thought? We're not like that. We're progressive. Stop it. Stop it. So then you got this other part. And this is where it gets interesting. Then you have the money reparations part. And you see, even your smartest institutions with your brightest minds, when it's time to go, okay, we owe some people, they play dumb. So when they say, racism still exists to this day, and you know, and these people still have the same mindset, yeah, because if they get caught, and here's the irony of it is, what do you thought it was like? Like it was that difficult to find? Like, oh, get over it. It was a long time ago. There's no way it's linked to our precious institution. It's like, nah, bro, it is. It is. So now, and it's the same institution. If I'm not mistaken, because there's another video about Harvard from another guy who was talking about how what Harvard used to do was they still do it probably. To get around affirmative action, they would get Africans, so they didn't have to get Black Americans. So because it still fit the quota, you know what I'm saying? So when people go, why Black people aren't going to these colleges and this, that, and the third, part of that, is a lot of us don't want to be in those institutions. Sorry about that. That's a Amber Alert. Harvard's going off, right? Waco. So now you have that part, and the funniest part of this story is, you know, that's a black job for your old boy guy. He got a black job. We need you to do your job, but you just did your job. You fired because you did your job right, bro. We hired you to find slavery. You found some slavery. Now you got to go. You got to go. We can't take this. You're done. You're done. Give me your badge. No, you don't need no severance pay. This wasn't what you were supposed to do. Not in an academic institution that lives off of research. So you got that part of it. And now here's the other thing. Because the 900 slaves weren't, it was the school, the faculty, the staff, so, people don't put two and two together of, oh, when we say we built this country, yeah, you enslaved us because you were lazy. Even the smartest people who felt like they can invent things they didn't. The slaves did it. Necessity is the mother of invention, and the people that you think who founded this country really they didn't have necessities that inspired them to actually do something about it. I need a house, but I don't want to build it. I need food. I need a farm and farmland, but I don't want it. I don't want to till the land. I don't want to plant the seeds. I don't want to do that. You get what I'm saying? I want everybody else to do it. Uh-oh. I think I got to get my dog. The other thing that's really bad. Sorry. That's really bad about the situation is y'all act like it's surprising. Yeah, black people, we laughing like, yeah, for sure. Because you don't want to go to the other 100 universities. It's over 100, let's just say from Maine to Texas, right? Because it's predominantly North, South, Midwest. And it's some stuff on the West Coast, but I'm not too sure if their universities was built on slavery though, because I don't know how old those are. But everything East Coast, South, Midwest, for sure, for sure. Now, what always makes me laugh about this type of stuff is, there are other, there are other Ivy League schools in that area. Same for them. Now, if all your prestigious Ivy League universities were really built on slavery, then how smart was everybody? Really? Seriously, like how smart was everybody? Because all the stuff they did, they just watched somebody else do. Even up to, you remember the John Hopkins story, where the professor couldn't really, Professor Doctor, he couldn't do it without the black dude. But the black dude, it was Jim Crow, so the black dude didn't get credit. I done forgot the brother's name. I'm so sorry. But he got a statue. You get what I'm saying? You saw the movie about it, because most Def played him. But from then to now, and basically the point is, you can't cover this up. Like, this country's history is not going to be covered up, and it doesn't look intelligent to have your most prestigious university act dumb, play dumb, because that means y'all not that bright. That's why it's a legacy thing. So that's what makes it worse. It's a legacy thing. So it's like most of the people there had to come from a legacy of slave owners or somebody affiliated with slavery. Thus, those are the type of people you get into the economic system of America, and it's the same ideology. Thus, this fake trickle down economics, the predatory lending, and all that other stuff, redlining, from back in the day, all of that comes from that. But I'm gonna leave it at that, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.